this is part 10 of Ocarina of Time, and this part will be going through the first part of Dodongo's Cavern, which is the second child dungeon in the game.
That's tough to spit out.
Dude, I was over here practicing everything, and just those 3 words are a little tough right there.
And this was by far our favorite of the 3 Child League dungeons. I mean, I know there's only
the competition is not too fierce
from
the other 2.
It really isn't. But I love just this first room.
Yeah, and the flyover that we get right there. Yeah. And with the lava on the 3D remake, it's so much brighter. And just I remember in 64 version, like coming in here, this room was very dark, and you can just see now it's very lit up.
Now, I'm not entirely sure what the purpose of like the very first room where all we did was walk in and bomb a wall. I mean, we already bombed our way into Dodongo's
like by throwing a bomb like from a higher wall. So
yeah,
I really don't think there was any need for that. But
me neither.
You know, it's kind of a minor complaint, but I kind of wish we would just walk in and like had to fly over right there.
I agree. I mean, it's like, does Ganondorf think that a second little wall is going to keep us
we're not going to complain about much in this game, so when we find little things here and there, we might go on a little tangent about it.
Yeah.
Though.
Almost this entire dungeon.
I hate this dungeon now.
It's
ruined. The ball on the first wall, I'm done with it.
Well, I guess what that does kind of show us, though, is the mechanic that's going to be used all throughout this dungeon is just blowing the crap out of things.
And that's why we like this dungeon so
Absolutely.
much. I mean, we're men, give us some explosives, and we're going to have fun with them.
As long as we don't have Jason Pierre-Paul levels of fun and blow off the
Oh, that's true. That's a very good example.
JPP,
right there.
if you're listening, I apologize.
Yeah, he's listening to our Zelda commentaries.
We can't play the games now.
Now we got to change our Twitter location.
We do.
Back to Hyrule.
Yeah, but going along with like using the explosives and stuff, like how about the trick of using a baby Dodongo to blow open that wall? I thought it was just a really neat little touch.
Yeah, and you can actually come back later on from the item we get in this dungeon and get this Skulltula right here. But you saw like if you get that baby Dodongo, like kind of hit you close to that wall, it will blow it up. So sometimes they'll cooperate with you. Right there they did, which is I'm surprised because I was recording and nothing ever works when you're recording. And that little punk right there got me the back too.
Hey, at least he knocked you onto the ledge that you were trying to get on.
Dude, I saw them during my recording. I was like, I think I can beat him up. And then I forgot how slow Link climbs.
Oh, it's awful.
But I still thought I was going to pull it off and just did not work.
Now, and you'll see, like, those were the baby Dodongos back there. We'll see, like, the progression of Dodongos as we go through this dungeon. I liked it, too. It kind of reminds me a lot, thinking of, like, Twilight Princess's in Arbiter's Grounds, where you have, like, stall children, stall foes, and then stall lord. You know, you get that progression. Pretty cool. It's just, I like that consistency, I guess.
I like because it's kind of a throwback to the original Zelda. Like, in the second dungeon, we had it was King Dodongo? Was it Dodongo?
I think so.
Actually, it might have been Dodongo in the original Legend of Zelda, but it's just so cool, like, getting something that, like, you know, basically it's been from the beginning, and now we're getting a cavern dungeon, whatever you want to call it, based on that, like, kind of species. So, just a good, like, you know, flashback.
It is. I wasn't a huge fan of the Lizalfos. They were kind of annoying because you'd hit them twice and they would run away. And the second one would, like, jump around and try to attack you. It seemed kind of tedious.
I agree with you right there.
But this room that we fight them in...
I'm glad you kept on going because I was sitting here. I was like, crap, I have nothing.
Well, the room we're actually fighting in, though, I think looks gorgeous. Like, we mentioned the lava earlier.
Oh, the lava waterfalls on the side right there, too.
I think that helps this fight a little bit.
Yeah, I was going to say, we complain about a lot about dungeon already that we
have.
Like. That's what I was kind of going to say. But when you see us defeat these enemies, one thing that bothers... Well, we actually do... We face them again later on.
We do.
And one thing I didn't like in this dungeon is that we really got nothing from them because they were, even though we faced them twice, they were the mini-boss.
And typically, you know...
Jumping ahead a little bit there, but
it's fine. But yeah, typically when you beat the mini-boss of the dungeon, you get the dungeon item or something like that. For us, it's going to be a little while before we get to that dungeon item.
I love that change in room color right there. Like the last room, all the lava, like we said, it's very bright in a 3D remake. Then right here, boom, just a very dark blue hall, just a good contrast.
It is. It's like we're like deeper into the cavern. We're away from the lava. You just get that dark blue. I agree. I thought it was really cool.
And then another thing with the 3D remake, now they might have had this. Actually, what I was doing right there, I just kind of go off topic. Well, not off topic, but I just kind of showing you that there's a business scrub in there. I don't remember what you can buy. Maybe sticks.
I think it's Deku sticks because we have have to have
them right here. Okay, so
light the 3 torches.
I knew that was there. I was just kind of showing that, and you can see it's easier to actually just walk past the Dodongos and actually mess with them.
They're slow.
If we can avoid an enemy, like that's the way we usually go.
Well, you might. You know me.
That is true. You
have to kill everything.
You got to defeat everything in the room.
But I mean, those Dodongos are a little bit harder to kill. You got to get behind them, get their tail, and they're so slow. You can't just run right.
I honestly
past
did not remember how to kill them.
Yeah,
like when we were just walking through that room, I had no idea how we did that.
There was no point to it, though,
I did on our original recording of Ocarina of Time, and the 3D one, I kind of just said, nah, forget
Don't even worry about it.
Now, also, like, I can't remember, I was kind of talking about this before the business scrub.
Yeah.
Like, just the walls, like, you can see the rock, like, the detail of the rock really well. I wonder how that compares to, like, the N64 version, because I think in this dungeon, that's just great detail right there.
I do, too. Like, you're in a cavern, so just having these rocky walls, it's just another touch, another pop that I'm guessing the 3DS honestly adds.
Definitely.
That just makes it look really good.
You know what's also kind of cool is it's called a cavern. Like, we really don't get many dungeons with that name. Now, we have the Ice Cavern. Oops.
Yeah.
Spoiler. But, you know, it has something later on. But, like, you just don't see a lot of dungeons in Zelda that have the name Cavern. So, I don't know. For some reason, that gives it a different feel kind of in a way for me. I don't know if that makes a lot of sense.
I see what you were going
I was kind of just blabbering on, so I just went with it.
I really thought you were going to bounce that bomb right off the wall and hit yourself.
Dude, you can throw those bombs. Like, it's amazing how far you can throw those bombs, really.
You really can, and that's why, like, both of the BMOs that you've bombed, you've had really good like shots that like just bounce right into them and kill them.
Those you can kind of Z-target and kind of like, you know, like you can bounce it, you can throw it straight at them, it'll blow it up. So those are a little bit easier, but with like some of these doors, I mean, I didn't mess it up.
No.
But I had practice before I did it. But I mean, you can really throw those bombs kind of far, and it's very easy to throw them off the wall and, like, you know, kind of miss your bobbable area.
It really is. I kind of had to stop and think if we were already getting the dungeon on, but we're just getting the compass here.
Yeah, because we got the map just a second ago.
Yeah, and speaking of getting the map, you could have honestly gotten that at the very beginning of the dungeon if you'd have gone to the left in the main room.
Yes.
Instead of to the right, but, you know, it doesn't really
Well, you got to go to the right anyway, so it's like, why go to the left? Then back to the right, and then back to the left. You might as well just. You know, we don't need a dungeon.
We don't need the map.
We're men. We don't need maps. We know our directions.
We will find our way. We might get lost 13 times, but we will find our way where we're going. Darn it!
I'm not looking at the map. I'm not looking at the map.
I love this little scene right here, though.
One of my favorite, like, just cinematic. You know what? I guess it is kind of one of my favorite cinematics, especially at the time. Just seeing these domino bombs like blow up, and then the staircase just coming down.
Yep.
Just a cool little cinematic.
It's just a fun idea too, like just blasting right in the middle and just watching it, like you said, like dominoes around the sides with everyone detonating. Just looked really cool.
What's better than men, like the one bomb exploding, 20 bombs exploding.
And you mentioned Link climbing slow earlier, though.
Now there is a way actually. If you turn backwards, you can actually backflip up all those steps, which I actually really like doing. I don't know. Usually when I have something like that, I show it off. But for some reason, I just didn't do it right there. But
we're not that fancy.
You can actually backflip all the way up those, and it's actually a lot quicker and a lot more fun.
It looks cool. Now I thought these like vines, I guess you would call them.
Sure, yeah.
Didn't really like kind of. It almost felt more like they belonged in inside the Deku tree. And we can climb in them, everything just like we did in the Deku tree. Yeah. So I thought those kind of didn't really fit in, but you know, it was another.
And also in that room, you might saw like there's like this little hole in the wall.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we can't do anything with that right now. We'll actually be coming back to that much later in the game to actually get a Skulltula in there.
Yeah. Now another interesting, you know, I just kind of talked about like the bomb or the vines rather. It kind of stood out a little bit to me. It's weird having the contrast of like we've had all the lizard enemies, we've had Dodongos, we've had Lizalfos, but then they also have like the statue. What are the statues called?
Statues. Armos, maybe. I honestly don't know.
The ones that come to life.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
So we also get
there are Armos in a lot of games, but I don't know if they're called Armos in this game.
I'm not 100% sure.
Statues. Let's go back to when we originally started, and we didn't know any of the enemy names. We just made up our own names, and then
we still don't know
eventually we're like, we should start learning the enemies' names. So I'm going with Armos. I don't know if that's right.
So I think having
we'll look it up in between parts and figure out what it actually is.
So I kind of liked having like the Armos and the Beamos in here as well, if that's what they're actually called. And for me, it just made it seem like, you know, before the place got overrun by Dodongos, maybe they were like the guardians of the place, that, you know, the guards that maybe the Gorons had put in here, just something to defend the place. they failed.
Well, they don't do that. They don't defend very well. I guess.
No, they didn't at all.
I see like the Goron's just playing with it, throwing bombs out because it looks like it makes
target practice.
It looks like it makes them upset, so they're just there like throw. I don't know. I guess the concept of statue coming to life off of a bomb, doesn't really make a lot of sense.
Zelda logic,
yeah, not usual. The first thing to not make sense. I guess
I got to give you credit for that bomb throw there,
dude. That's a very. Sometimes I just get lucky and. So, like, the good thing is I do practice before I do this recording, so I kind of knew, like, what spot I had to be at to, pull that off. But anyways, this is going to wrap up part 10 of Ocarina of Time 3D.